that takes me back a bit, It was just like being back at school.
Not that depressing.
Yeah, waiting for the French lesson.
Oh, now I've got flashbacks now to the language lab at school.
I never had French first thing in the morning. That would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What they used to do? We all used to go into I can't remember. They had a name for the room. And they used to wheel the TV in on a big stand.
Oh yeah, TV and a video.
Oh yeah, TV and a video on the big wheelie thing.
Oh, that was before we had video, because we had to make sure we were in the room at the right time for the countdown clock, because it was live. There was no video recorder, so you could play it if you were 10 minutes late.
Does that mean you had to sit and watch How We Used to Live all the time?
Yeah, How We Used to Live.
How We Used to Live.
Yeah. What was the other one?
There's another one. Scene. Scene was one.
No.
I remember the event, but I remember nothing of the shows.
Yes.
Mm.
That's pretty much how it used to work.
Dave Cardboard says, did the TV have doors on it? Yes, it did.
Yes, every time.
Yeah. There was a huge... I wonder whatever happened to them TVs. They're probably still languishing in the school lofts.
They probably converted them into apartments or something.
Right, good evening, everybody. It's Monday night. It's eModels night, and you may notice that Chris has got a hat on because it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Chris!
Thank you. I'm waiting on the singing.
We've got to do that now.
We sang to you before.
Yeah,
you got to sing to me. No, but you got to sing to Paul as well. It's Paul Despaccio's birthday tomorrow.
You tiny, tiny notes that were so almost inaudible.
Yeah, that's what all the music. That's what all the music was for.
The music just in aid of my birthday.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to sing for him, Ted?
No.
Ted show. Ted has the final casting vote.
Yes, everybody in chat can sing to Chris. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. We're singing for him now, Ted. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Chris.
And Paul Di Tommaso tomorrow. Paul Di Tommaso, 45 is not old. Shut up.
Yeah, that's not old. That's the speed of a single record, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just going to turn our volume down a little bit. Just very quickly before we get cracking, people on the internet watching, do let us know if the audio and everything is okay. Obviously, you can see we're trying some new stuff tonight. It's a living hell nightmare fest, Heath Robinsonian wiring nightmare, but let us know if it looks and sounds okay and that we're trying something out.
Yeah.
Back to Ted.
Yeah.
We lost Chris there.
Immediately we lose Chris.
That's all. I think I need to sort out my camera again. Give me a moment.
Yeah. Or, well, just refresh, dude. I might need to refresh.
Right, start the clock again.
Yeah, we'll go back to the 15-minute countdown.
What happened?
I don't know.
I didn't press anything. It just disappeared. I think Ted sang at it too much.
Yeah, I think Ted singing just broke an internet or something.
Right, I have returned.
Right. Right, where are we up to? Yeah, it's Monday night. It's eModels and all the rest of it. So, Foxx, do your stuff.
Okay, thanks for watching. Come back next week. We'll see you then. Bye. Yes, it's Monday. It's eModels. If we depend on you guys to join in with the live chat. However, for the first time ever, you can see the live chat now. It's there. That's the actual chat. It's not the typey chat. So if you're watching this not live, at least you know what we're talking about when people ask us questions, because it's there. If you want to see your name on telly, put a question in. There you go. But yes, we depend on you. It's your show. This is just us three talking nonsense for an hour and a bit. Couple of hours while you guys have fun in the chat. Do come and join us. If you're watching this somewhere where you can't see the live chat, you just need to click the YouTube icon that's down here or down there or somewhere in the bottom corner. I'm the wrong way around now, so I don't know which side it is. The bottom of the screen, somewhere down there, somewhere underneath. Who's down there? Click on the YouTube icon. That will take you to the YouTube page where you can see this, and you can also see the live chat and join in. Mm-hmm. If you can't get access to the chat, don't panic. You can, if you need to, if you are in chat and you want to get our attention, make sure to do it in all big fat capital letters. Or if you really want to get our attention, use the super chat, the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That will put the chat in a coloured box, and we can't possibly miss it. But if you can't get into the chat at all, don't panic. If you've got a question or a comment or want to get our attention, you can send an email. No, you can't send an eModels. You can send an email to the address that's. Hang on. I knew there'd be technical problems. Hang on, where's the... Oh, look at this.
Have you got buttons to make it on screen?
There we go. The illusion's
Yeah,
ruined.
everybody's
Up
saying
there.
that Foxx is mirror image.
There we go. ted@emodels.co.uk. If you can't get into the chat, use that. I just ruined the thing now. People know it's a window and everything.
Yeah,
Going home, it's all gone
I
wrong.
need to watch this back later to see what it's like because it's totally confused. Everybody says that Foxx is mirror image. We could see. I could see him all right.
Yeah, we can see him all right, but they can't. They can see him backwards. It's
Yes.
right.
Unfortunately, thanks to Google removing the one option we had for doing a decent hangout, we've had to make do amend, and it just means you get me backwards. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
but it's better than the rubbish we were using last time, so we've abandoned that setup because that was terrible.
Yeah, we're going to be trying a few different variations and trying to find something that works for everything and settle down, and we'll get there. Don't worry. But at the moment, we're having fun with experimenting.
So until we build the eModels film studio and we could all get down there and have proper professional producers and cameramen.
I thought we were getting a film studio each.
Yeah, that's it, and then we just broadcast. We'd broadcast from there.
Yeah. I mean, the thing you quickly realise when you have to do it yourself is that what YouTube used to do, it requires thousands of pounds for the kit and a minion. We haven't got thousands of pounds for the kit or a minion, so yeah, we make do amend with what we can figure out. It's a living nightmare.
Foxx is quieter, so can you boost your volume a little bit, Foxx?
I cannot, as my microphone is up full, but I can move my microphone a bit closer.
Mute us a little bit then.
I can turn you down a bit.
And then Foxx won't be quieter than the rest of us. He'll just be normal and we'll all be quiet together.
Okay, how is that? Is that more balanced now? If you guys do some talking, it should be more balanced.
Yeah, we don't know. As far as we're concerned, it was all right. But who was it? Someone said, Osric said that Foxx is much quieter. He didn't say it as a bad way. I think he might have liked it. But
Yeah. It's a pity you can't adjust individual people because you turn Foxx right down and then you could just listen to us.
We could mute Foxx. No.
I've just got a message on Skype, so Pete, if you're watching, I can see you. I see your message. So.
Awesome. That means the big boss is watching.
That means you can see his message and completely ignore it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hang on, I'm getting technical reports from my staff. What?
You sound muffled.
That's just me. I can't help that. I sound muffled apparently, but there's nothing I can do about that.
Because he's got a big beard.
It's because the beard, Chris says.
And he's got his fluffy microphone. That might be muffling him a little bit as well.
Oh, I'm all muffled.
Oh dear. Right. While Foxx is sorting himself out and seeing about the video, I'll have a quick look through the chat and see who's here and who's doing what.
Who do we have today?
First up, we see Osric saying, "I am here." That was the first I see. I don't know, when that was, but yeah. Also have Frogspawn, Sergeant Bones. Anders Ericsson's in. Lewis Williamson says, "Evening all, happy birthday, Chris. I unfortunately won't be able to watch tonight as I have to be up for work at 2:30, but my wife will be here on my behalf, so she's going to report everything back in the morning."
Does that mean he's a dentist?
I don't know.
He's got to be up at 2:30.
Yeah,
2:30. You get it, don't you?
I get it. It just wasn't funny.
That was brilliant. That was.
So we have Lewis, Sergeant Bones. Dad's in, being modish at you. That's that. Simon Payne. My wife is in, Joe Williams.
Ted.
Paul DeTomasso's in.
Just so Ted knows, when you put stuff in the chat, Ted, the entire internet can see it.
Oh dear. Oh, well.
Yeah, but they won't notice. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. The private chat is no longer private. We should
don't use the chat in the Hangout.
Oh, it's good job I wasn't talking about anybody.
Yes.
Foxx saying, "Do you all have sounds and pictures?" Is that when? What?
That was way back at the start.
Way back long time ago. I won't worry about that.
We do now.
Ray's in from Malta.
Hey, Ray.
Simon Payne, Dave Cardboard, Nanda Sunrise is in. Ickle Pete. Skullfish. Oh, Fox's business.
Oh, sorry. Skullfish.
Stephen Hill Harris. Philip Prime. Brian Windmill. Paul's in at Team and Epps, being another mod. Chancer's in from North Wales. Cynical Steve. Wayne Hayward. Jamie Bone. Michael Jackman. Andrew Preston. I'm not reading any of these comments because I'm just scanning through the names, trying to remember who I've said and who I haven't said. Natalie Williamson's in, saying happy birthday, Chris, because that's the other half of Lewis. Yep. Colin's in, being a mod as well. Festa 67's workshop. Mark Scopes, Matty's Metal Detecting South Wales.
Have we still yet found out what he does or where he does it or what his name is?
No idea.
No.
We need to know his name, his hobbies, and where he's from. But
yeah, no idea.
We never know. Monkey 55500.
Is that the right number of 5s and O's?
It was. I can read it quite clearly tonight for some reason.
Has he changed it then? Because
is it 55500 or 55500?
I don't know, but I'm sure I had more 5s before because it used to confuse us.
Do you think? Yeah, 3 is easy. I can do it. Oh, hi, it actually says in that comment, "Hi everyone, me with less 5s."
Oh, I was just thinking we didn't trip up trying to pronounce it, so he must have been like, you know what?
It's much easier to see. If you had even fewer 5s, like none, then that'd be even easier. But
then it'd be just Monkey O.
Thank you.
Or Monkey Oo.
Toby Page, I haven't said that one yet. Swigging Pig, Dave Cardboard, and Brian Windmill, both in the same chat at the same time again.
Windmill and Cardboard, 70s cop duo, fantastic.
Timber, Frogspawn, Ray, Skullfish, Osric, Monkey, Steve. I'm getting must be close to the end. Fox is back to front, they say. Yeah, no.
Apparently it's Ted, Chris, and Zoff, says Sergeant Bones.
Zoff.
Zoff.
It sounds like a Superman villain.
Yes. I am Zoff.
Yeah, TK's in, another mod. So we've got lots of mods tonight, so you'll all be well looked after. They'll bring around tea and cake soon.
Cake.
Natalie Yankee Frogspawn, Spid's in, Spiddy Q8. And that's, I think, everybody. If I missed you, I apologise. But I'm going to take my hat off because it makes my head feel funny. So
yeah. Does your red go all the way at the top? Of that?
Yeah. I'm going to turn my flashy party lights off as well because you can't really see them anyway because it's not quite as bright.
I was sitting there trying to figure out if you'd actually got changing lights behind you, or if
I've got flashy party lights I've strung up as well as my banners and my cards.
I didn't know if I was having maybe a funny turn or something like that.
Because it's my birthday today.
But Paul said, by the way, you've got to show him the.
I've got a selection of things to show. I could do that now or later. Or what do you think?
What did you get for your birthday, Chris?
What did you get, Chris?
I got a cake.
Yay!
I just brought my cake up and I've just blown out the candle.
Oh, look at that!
Burger cake, which
you know my address, Chris.
Much smaller later.
Oh, look at that! That's I need to eat that with my face. Every mouth on my face.
I've got other food that Fox doesn't like. There might be some fudge in mine.
You told me there wasn't fudge, and there was fudge. You lied.
There wasn't fudge. You didn't see fudge.
Oh,
no fudge.
I hope you're going to save some of this for when we come down.
No.
That's like 10 days away. You're not going to. It's going to be a long lot. I did have some model making presents as well. I've got some vouchers for Warhammer, so I'll be spending them at some point.
Yes.
I don't know if eModels stock some of these, but I know they do stock some of it. I picked up got a couple of these quick kit things from Rebel and Star Wars from a friend.
I think they do stock those. Yes.
I know they've had various ones in stock. Also,
hello. Oh, he's broken everything now. Everything's moved.
Also, from my wife, I got a kit.
Oh, the red arrows! They were on telly last night.
Oh, it's a quick build one.
It's like it looks like Airfix Lego. I know. I think Skylar's done one of these in a car.
Yeah, you've done one of those, haven't you?
That won't take very long. Yep. And as Paul mentioned in the chat, Paul got me a kit a little while ago, and he wants me to show it. I'll hang about. This is in stock in eModels.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't move it far enough away so you can read it, but it's a big plane. It's 1/44 scale, but it is huge.
That's the scary thing. It's a 1/44 scale plane, and yet it's
I believe it's the heart-to-heart plane because it's all about when they met it was merger.
It was merger.
So that will be put into my stash and take over most of my stash because it's huge.
That is massive. That's a bigger box than most 1/24 scale.
The Antonov AN225. It says on there's 227 parts. It has don't know what the symbols mean. One direction is 58.7 centimeters, and the other direction is 61.2 centimeters. So one will be wingspan and one will be front to back. But
circumference.
So is that you got all that? Well, didn't he do well? Good guy.
Did he do well?
So I did see someone in chat. I think it was Paul de Tomasso's birthday tomorrow. He said he's going to be 45. So that's not old. I'm 47 today.
Yeah.
47. You
So,
know, that
yes,
47.
So you Trumpy's 45.
Not quite up
Yeah.
to the big 50, but you know,
Yeah,
soon I will be
47.
there.
47's still not that old because I'm 49 this year. I
Yeah,
think.
you realise you're getting old when you go on to one of those when you're filling in a form on the internet and you have to go in and
When you have to
scroll
scroll
for
for
years.
ages and ages and ages. Yeah, no.
You go further and further back. Yeah, that's it.
Anders says that's what I call a cake.
Oh yeah, that is my cake. I mean, a cake.
And Paul at 2 minutes says,
Yes. I can't imagine why Paul would have got you that kit for your
yeah,
birthday.
it's a little bit large. He just did it deliberately to make it large.
In a separate chat out of the stream, he actually says, "Are you suggesting that I got him a present out of pure evilness?"
I wouldn't like to suggest that at all. Yeah, he got it a couple of months ago and gave it to me a couple of months ago because he didn't have room to keep it in his house.
Bless him.
Chancer says that the A225 is a lovely big bird, even in 144. It's the largest plane in the world, says Frogspawn, was built to ferry the Russian space shuttle about. They put it inside it.
Yeah, I think they put it in the cockpit or something.
Why didn't you just fly the space shuttle to wherever it was going?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Cynical Steve says, younger than me, I'm 48 this year. So we're both 47 at the moment.
Yeah.
That's one way of looking at it.
Totally Skull Model says, happy birthday, Chris. It's my 4010th on the 23rd.
4010th is that's interesting.
I'm 12T, so there you
go. Simon Payne says 10 days till 10 days, guys, till you all get cake.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yep. We'll just have to hope that eModels don't eat it before we get there.
I'm sure it's going to be delivered in a box that says "Do not open on pain of pain" or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to remind everybody, in case anybody doesn't know, we are planning to go down or up, depending on where we are, down or up to eModels on the 19th. Is it the 19th?
The 19th, indeed. Next Thursday week.
Next Thursday. Yep. We're just going to be popping up to eModels to have a visit. We've got some stuff to drop off. We'll be hanging around and eating the cake that's going to be given to us. If Dad's coming, I'm sure Dad will bring some donuts.
Simon says he's delivering personally.
Oh,
so yeah, we get to meet people as well. There we go.
Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah, autographs. We will be selling autographs.
Yeah, I'll sell Chris's autographs for £100.
Yeah, I'll give Fox's away for nothing. It's fine.
Ah. But yes, if you'd like to come along, I know it's the Thursday, but yes, come along. It's the 19th. We're going to get there. We don't know what time yet. Probably lunchtime-ish for me and Ted.
Yeah,
earlier for me because we think Tony's coming as well.
Depending on the variable speed limits on the motorway, it depends how long we get there.
Yes. If you put turbo mode on, Ted, you should be fine.
There will be donuts, says Dad.
Oh yes.
Donuts and cake. What more can you ask for?
More donuts,
tea or coffee, but they'll do
donuts
that.
And more cake.
Natalie Williamson says Ted is a bit blurry. Ted's always a bit blurry.
Yeah, there's no change there. Then you might be.
Ted's gone a bit low quality. I don't quite know why.
Welcome, Natalie. If you haven't seen the show before, Ted is always blurry.
Ted's been blurry for the last 2 years.
I mean, Ted, if you want to hit F5 and refresh, it might kick you back up again. It's a bit low res.
Stephen Hill Harris says it's because he's been at the gin bottle.
Gin bottle, Oh, I've not done my fact.
Oh, yeah. Let me do the day, Fox.
Let me do my fact of the day. Yes, let me do my fact of the day. If you remember, every week I do a science fact to educate you heathens in the way of science and thinking and all that nonsense.
Yeah, science is good.
Yeah, science is awesome. So on this day in 1839, John Herschel made the first... let me move that up so I'm looking more at the camera. John Herschel, technically you see, John Herschel made the first remaining photograph on glass plate. The image he captured was the 40-foot, 48-inch aperture telescope used by his father, William Herschel, in Slough, England. It had sat for decades without use and was dismantled a short time later. 20 years earlier, in 1819, Herschel published the results of his experiments with silver and salts. A chance comment about Daguerre's experiment in the letter to his wife from a friend prompted John into new activity, and within a few days he had prepared some photographs. In papers he published between 1840 and 1842, he coined the new words emulsion, positive and negative, and reinforced Stenger's earlier introduction of the word photography. So there you go. science fact from today.
Did you say it was in Slough?
It was yes. William Herschel's telescope was in Slough.
That's just around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm aware
See,
of
something
Slough.
good came out of Slough.
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 Yeah, so don't forget, folks, make a note because there may be questions later.
Yeah. I got lost reading through that halfway through, so if you didn't pay attention...
I wasn't paying any attention to it at all. I just heard the name popped out because I...
Well, I suddenly realised that whoever wrote it, it kind of started off about him taking a photograph, and then it got really badly written and just meandered off into different historical facts.
I sort of switched back on when the word photograph was mentioned.
So that was today's science fact.
Right. What's next?
Frogspawn says the shuttle went on the back of the Antonov. Yeah, I figured it would because I know the front's big, but it's not that big.
Well, they taught it like a glider.
No, like it goes on the back of planes and stuff. Yeah,
they blocked it on the top.
Totally Scary Model said it's a bit scary watching us on the big telly. Yeah, Pete does that all the time. He watches us on the big telly, doesn't he?
Yeah, Pete watches on his like 700-inch TV in the kitchen.
Yeah, you see the nose hairs and everything.
Yeah. That's a moustached head. That's allowed. It's not nose hair.
It's not as big as Fox's. It's gone all over his face.
Yeah, I've just got the enormous face moustache. So yes, 19th of September. Is that next week or the week after?
Week on Thursday.
Next week. 10 days time.
Yeah, week on Thursday. Come along.
Yeah, I'll probably have to set off about tomorrow to get there.
Yeah. Are you going in this Ted house or the car?
No, I think I'll be going in the Mini, which the U-boat was brought from eModels in the Mini.
Have you tested to see that it fits now?
Yeah, because don't forget, dimensions change once it's taken out. I
tested to see if it fits. However, I could drill a hole in the windscreen and show it through there, or I could just put it on the roof rack.
May I suggest that you test to see if it fits in such a time that if it doesn't fit, you've got time to get there in the Ted house.
Yeah,
mobile Ted house.
Yeah, it's great when you're in the Ted house because there's no traffic around at all. 25 miles an hour and there's no traffic.
There's loads of traffic. It's just all behind you.
Yeah. It's not necessarily in the right order.
So yeah, we've got to the usual point in the show again where it's bench and belly time. What's on the bench? What's in your belly tonight? What do you have for tea tonight then?
What did you have, Ted?
Soup, French onion soup made with real French wine.
So you had wine for dinner.
That's why you're a bit blurry.
That's why. That's why I'm a bit blurry and a bit happier tonight. Oh.
Yes. Ted, do you want to do us a favour and just hit F5 and come back in? Because that might sort you out. You are quite low res.
Am I quite low? F5?
F5, and you'll have to join again.
Strange, because Ted seems all right to me. But
yeah, I thought it looked all right, but here it goes.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and then you'll have to rejoin again.
You didn't press it, Ted. You got to make sure you got the window selected when you do it.
F5, dude.
Make sure you got, because you didn't go any. That's it.
Okay, you both just disappeared on mine. There we go.
Oh, I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere.
There we go.
Right. Am I here?
Okay.
Is that any better?
Click your little camera symbol, Ted, and then click the camera symbol off and on. That might pop you back in.
He seems to be working on mine, but...
No, I've not got him on mine.
Now he's gone.
Now I've got to refresh. Hang on, this is where the people get to watch. This is where people get to watch me.
Can everybody just close your eyes for 5 seconds?
Yeah, close your eyes for 5 seconds, guys. What?
Handsome there.
Back behind the curtain.
Oh, you saw how the sausage was made there for a second.
No.
There we go. Right, you're all back now. Brilliant. Awesome.
Back in the room. Yes,
just to remind everybody, we are trying a different solution tonight, which is why I look like a Christmas tree. So,
you just jumped there, Fox. You went backwards, reverse, and then you came back again. So
yes, I had to refresh at my end
because he's playing with time travel as well.
I am. I've broken all the time in the world. So we are trying something new. So it's going to have some teething troubles and look a bit weird, but it's better than the rubbish we were losing last week. So let us know what you think.
All right, let's have a look through the list. See what it's bench
and
belly.
We didn't do what Chris had for his dinner and stuff.
I had a proper big full mixed grill because it's my birthday, so I get.
Oh, did you not have party food then?
Not party food. No, I've got a big burger, but I'll have that later. But I had
no
grill with sausages and steak and.
No jelly and ice cream and things like
I'm
that.
not a big dessert eater normally, but you know.
Did you not have something with hundreds and thousands on?
No, I didn't hear anyone with hundreds and thousands at all.
Oh,
Not even a single one.
So there's no Sugar Rush Chris tonight then.
Well, I did have a cake.
Yeah,
I got a cake. There's a lot of sugar in that.
wait, so you've got 2 cakes?
There was a little cupcake thing that
okay.
another friend brought me in. But,
No.
and some fudge and I'll be
Fudge.
No, okay. I'll leave the fudge alone.
What about your bench, dude?
My bench. What have I been doing? I've been.
You can't get to it, can you? It's good.
This is Zabi behind the cards. It's pretty much finished now. Basically done. I did a little bit of update on the green effects and added some shading to that to make them pop a little bit more. And yesterday, I painted a dragon.
A dragon?
Ooh.
I have a dragon.
And dragon
is going to be orange. It's sort of yellowy orange at the moment. That's just the first layer, the shade of it. So that will be progressing as the weeks go on. Other than that, no real kits as such yet. Apart from the Sazabi. When that's finished, I really ought to finish a bit more of the big rat, the mouse rat thing.
Aye.
That needs painting. So that will probably be the next thing. But
and you'll be picking up your next eModels build when we get to
indeed, that's next Thursday. I shall be picking up my next eModels build.
I've actually forgotten what it is now, so
that's just as well because it's top secret.
Oh, have you actually not told us? We didn't even know.
Yeah, I told you, but you forget. So it's safe telling you secrets.
Yeah, that's the thing. People often say to me, "How do they know I'm trustworthy?" It's because I forget everything you tell me within days. I'm like, I always keep secrets because I never remember them.
Chris will soon be our age, and he'll start forgetting things as well.
I don't.
Yeah,
I make notes.
Yeah, so do I. I just forget where I make the notes.
I've made a note.
I forget to look them up afterwards.
So Foxy's bench and Billy. What?
For the dinners, Monday night is fend for yourself night, so we make our own food because I do this show, so not a lot of time. So I just went into the cupboard to see what I could find, and you're not locked on me, is it? I went into the cupboard to see what I could find, and I found 2 packs of super rice by the people that make super noodles. It's like chicken golden rice stuff, and a haggis that Jerry sent me. So I put the haggis and a chopped up red onion in a frying pan and fried that up and mixed it with the rice, and that happened basically. And now I have the acid, and I did a haggis verp earlier on, and verps are bad, but the haggis verp is just the worst.
Haggis and noodles.
No, haggis and rice. It was like super noodles, but like super rice. It's the rice version of super noodles.
Yeah, I think you still have.
Better.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right. It's not. It should be haggis and neeps.
Neeps and tatties,
yeah.
But we have the tatties and we do have neeps, but it was also what I can make in 10 minutes with no effort.
Yeah. I'm afraid you'll have hordes of marauding Scotsmen coming down from the hills to get
My father was a Glaswegian. He'll be gyrating in his grave furiously.
Maybe Scots in the Scott Sutherland's around somewhere. He'll be falling around as we speak.
Yeah.
He'll be gathering a posse.
I'll be on a bad list somewhere. I nearly said something else then, but I'll be on a bad list somewhere.
We do have comments in the chat about Foxx being back to front, and Dave Cardboard says that for our information, the auto switch seems to be a bit reluctant to change to Foxx. Reasons for that: there isn't an auto switch to Foxx.
Yes, I am currently having to manually switch to me.
The auto switch to Foxx is Fox's finger.
Yes,
which is getting quite sore now.
Yeah.
Yes. The solution we've had to come to, the closest we can get to the way it used to work on YouTube, is to actually have a Hangout going, but route it through streaming software, and there's a lot of stuff doesn't work. So you have basically it's a screen capture of you're seeing this is what's in my Hangout window, so it sees me the wrong way around, and there's no way to swap it around. So it's like, and I have to switch to me manually. It's a right pain in the bum, but hey, blame Google.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm having to ride the volume controls
we were going to hope that nobody would notice Foxx back to front and the seamless changing from shot to face to face, but we failed miserably.
Our viewers are just too clever. That's the thing.
Yeah, we do have a cunning solution to resolve the backwards image issue, but we won't mention what that is, and just let's see if people notice.
We'll wait to see if anybody spots it.
Yeah, it's not in force now, but it will be eventually. Yeah, maybe.
Right, so in the belly and bench we have actually, Michael Jackman just says that his 148th Sepicat Jaguar is nearly finished.
Ooh.
Does anyone know the wingspan measurements of the FX 124 Mosquito so I can check it fits in the cabinet as his next project?
Yes.
About
yeah.
that big.
Yeah, it's about big.
It depends if you build
Sorry.
It's not that big. It's about that big.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably from one end to the other. It's probably about, the distance.
I'm fairly sure you can find out how big an actual Mosquito is and then divide it by 24. And that'll tell you.
Or you could just...
I could just look up the kit on eModels.
It'll be on the box somewhere.
Just buy it. And if it doesn't...
you just buy it. Then if it's too small, you just buy more and put them together and you'll get
If it's too big, you could do a broken one with one of the wings falling off.
Yeah, if it's too small, get two, put some things in it and make like a biplane, but with two planes. Yeah. Steampunk.
Cool.
Sergeant Bourne says on his bench is a broken HP notebook. Not his. And spicy pork ramen.
Yeah.
Ooh, ramen, yes. I've lost the chat now. Where are we up to?
Frogspawn has belly, fish cakes, mashed peas and parsley sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
Bench, another tank by Tamiya, the 135th M1A1 Abrams.
Mark Scope says cottage pie in the belly and a panther collecting dust.
You there or not? No? Yeah. Right.
I have to switch between two different screens every time I read a comment. So
of course you do, yes. Chancer has benched the Anatov AN74. Belly, chicken stir fry.
I've lost the place now. Who was that?
Steve. Sausage, mash and onion gravy in belly. That space fighter made from all sorts on the bench because Steve makes all the scratch buildy stuff. So
yeah. Sausage, mash and onion gravy. Yeah, you're gonna have onion gravy if you had toad in the hole.
Oh, not had toad in the hole for a long time. It's locked on me, isn't it? Sorry.
Is it?
I'm having to ride 18 different buttons. It's a nightmare.
We can't tell who's locked on where. So
no.
Yeah.
Total Scale Models said he's had chips and curry sauce, a bucket of Coke, and now eating balsamic vinegar and sea salt chips. Go, think of the burn later.
Oh, yeah. TK's model says lots of non-model making stuff and pizza.
Yeah. Well, when you've got a baby in the house, your bench is full of non-model making stuff.
Dave Cardboard says pop and crisps and a 148th Tornado. And Spid says a little over 27 inches wingspan, apparently.
That must be the Mosquito. If it's not, it's just a random comment.
Your random comment.
Oh, it's jumped. I don't know where I am now. There we go.
Festus67 says no food and he's painting his cat.
Yep. Sounds about right.
I'm going to have to leave the comments to you because I can't navigate the comments and my locking on me and everything at the same time.
Monkey 55500 has sausage, mash and beans again. It's a Monday thing. And he just started the 148th CH47 and he's got a week off work this week. Cool.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, make the most of it.
Osric 9000, I can read it, but you'll be able to watch while I'm doing it. Osric 9000 says steak pie potato croquettes, very classy. And now salted caramel and chocolate cake, om nom nom.
Mine's just...
Philip Prime, beef curry for a change, and just finished editing video 7 of Operation Market Garden Builds.
I'm trying to catch up. I have lost
Simon Payne, slow roast leg lamb with mint and garlic in roll, and tester cake. And bench is currently an IP CCTV system for the new shop. All these people doing proper menu things. It's like, it's not like, I've got some beans on toast. And they're all doing
that sounds like a Tesco meal for two for a tenner.
Yeah, or like the curry in a bag.
Yeah.
Ickle Pete says belly, pork in mushroom sauce and jacket spud bench. Still working on the big Lego spaceship. I've got a show in a few weeks.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Wait here, it says a seafood Malay curry.
Ooh.
Yeah, more RG's a Gundam thing.
At least you realise it was a Gundam. I like that. I'm getting impressed, and you're getting to know the things now.
Spiddy Q8 had a cheesecake bun thing, which was really disappointing.
Cheesecake bun
thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cheesecake in a cheesecake in a bun.
I don't know. A bun might not mean the same thing as a bun does down here. So
yeah.
Cheesecake in a bun, cheesecake.
It's a sensation. I should point out, by the way, that someone today asked a question in a conversation. Someone today, I'm not going to say who.
I don't know anything about this. The Williamson family. Said Belly, we had KFC. And the bench, Lewis just needs to clear gloss. Is 1/350 scale USS Enterprise. Then after a year, it's finally complete. A year, that's nothing for a build. Ted does things a lot longer than that.
A year? That's like a couple of hours. A couple of hours in a build, that.
Yeah. Anders Eriksson says, bench on hold, fixing Mom's lawnmower. Taking a lot of time the past week. Belly, chicken salad, and fruit. And yes, while it's locked on me, I should say, somebody asked a question.
Michael Jackman said,
So, I'll do it later. I'll get my own back. Carry on. Go on, you're reading Michael Jackman. Carry on.
No, Michael Jackman has loads of aftermarket parts for the Mozzie cockpit, armaments, decals, etc. We'll keep giving updates as he builds.
Cool. Ted.
Right. Oh, right. It's my turn. Timber says chip shop fish and chips. Yes, can't beat them on a Monday night. Chip shop fish and chips and a Bandai R2D2.
Paul at Team Annette says bench tidying up the chaos so I can get back to the weathering HO scale buildings and eating some Toblerone I found under some instructions. Wow, that's my kind. I'd love to buy a kit and find Toblerone under the instructions.
Yeah, that's when you come to clean the bench. That's when you know that your bench is untidy. When you clear it and you find a meal underneath it.
Trouble is, I can see Paul sitting there and doing his kit and thinking, I can smell Toblerone.
Yeah, I'm sensing Toblerone. Paul Horner says caffeine and nicotine usual diet. To me, a Panther 5. Well, opened the box. So he's opened the box. And Mark Scope says that I'm into fusion cooking. No, I'm just into lazy cooking because I really can't be bothered. I love eating. I hate cooking.
Steve at Totally Scale Models says, oh, I forgot. Happy birthday, Chris. Thank you for everybody that has wished me a happy birthday as well. I did notice a few earlier in the chat, but obviously can't just read out happy birthday comments all night. But thank you all. Much appreciated.
If you wish to send Chris any cash, you can send it to Ted at eModels.
Hey.
And we'll see that it gets to him eventually.
You can email check too.
People are talking about haggis, and Colin at Festa 67's workshop, who's one of your mods, hey Colin, says, I'm lucky I'm married to a Scot.
Anders says you've got to reorganise your room, Fox, move everything around. So you've got to move everything from the left to the right and
just swap it all around completely.
So it looks back, because we don't like change.
But the problem then is that when I go out of my room to go to the toilet, I'll be walking into next door's back bedroom.
That's okay, they won't mind.
That might be a little weird. Might be a little creepy. Let's have a look. Andrew Preston says, why doesn't Fox just turn his shirt around? Moving on. You'll see. Toby Page says, on bench, Hawker Sea Fury, an M31 recovery vehicle, and earlier was katsu chicken and rice. Nice. By the way, is the audio all balanced now? Are me and Chris and Ted all sounding about right, the same level and volume and stuff?
We won't get the answer for that for another 5 minutes.
I know, but I'm asking
remember
now.
What the question was.
Yes. Spiddy Q8 says, got some pork and chorizo burgers in the bargain fridge for tomorrow's noms.
Philly Spelly has warmed up Sunday dinner leftovers, and bench is the Escher gang from Necromunda.
Necromunda, that's Warhammers. Yeah. I'm interested suddenly.
I don't know.
You missed out Philip Prime though. He said Michael Jackman. Oh no, I was reading the wrong comment. But anyway, I'll read it now. Philip Prime says to Michael Jackman, I did 2 times 633 Squadron Mozzies using the Airfix 148th kit. Enough parts in the box to almost make 2 full planes.
I'm lost because I don't know where we're at.
We're at the place.
I don't know. Andrew Preston, sausage, chips and beans are working on the Tamiya Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1.
Did you just jump a whole load of comments for a deliberate reason there?
I found the food one.
I think he's avoiding us.
I'm still doing the food and bench and belly things.
I think there's a very important question there for Chris in the chat. I think from somebody called Team Inept. I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't see that.
There's a question there for you, Chris. I've highlighted it so
I can't see that.
Yeah. Put it in the chat, Ted, so the internet can see.
I can't see that.
Can you not see that one?
I can.
Team Inept writes in. Team Inept, age 7 3/4 from somewhere down south, writes in and says, "Dear BBC, hey Chris, why is it called cheesecake?"
I don't know. It's cheesecake. Isn't it? It's like a pudding.
This is what nobody will know, but basically we were having a conversation earlier on today, and Chris said, "Why is cheesecake called cheesecake?" And everybody in the chat was like,
It's not really cheese, though, is it? It's
got
like-
mascarpone in it.
Strawberry cheesecake. That's not got cheese in it.
It's mascarpone. It's cheese. It's kind of cheese. It's made of cheese. It's got
Real
cheese in it.
It's not real cheese, though, is it?
Yes.
Not
So
cheddar.
that was Chris's question of the year. That
Because
was.
it's cheese and it's a cake.
Yeah.
It's not
cheese.
really cheese, though, is it?
Yeah.
It's not real cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mascarpone's a kind of cheese. It comes from cow parts,
Yeah.
cow lady bits,
Real
and it's
Yeah,
made of
yeah.
milk. And
I deny.
yeah.
Everything.
Cheese doesn't just come wedge shaped and eaten by mice, you know.
Yeah, cheddar.
or in slices.
Cheese. Everything else is just wrong.
I feel sorry for the cow that's got to make the sliced cheese. That must be painful.
Oh, the grated one's more fun.
Oh,
Yeah, Paul says every cheesecake I've ever made has been made with Philadelphia cheese. Yes,
Yep.
correct.
there you go.
Mm.
Cynical Steve, getting back to food. Cynical Steve, because I just noticed this and it sounds great. Cynical Steve says, I do a 5-onion gravy, which is red, white, spring, leeks, and garlic. The missus demands it after I make once many years ago. It's a bit of a faff, but hey ho. Yes, this is the downside of making food for other people. Why I hate cooking. If you make something really complicated they all like, you're gonna have to keep making it over and over and over again all the time, and then you just want to die.
Monkey has just placed my order on eModels for more Vallejo Model Air paints and some more Tamiya extra thin quick setting.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, order it and then come back and do some more ordering because we're doing what's in store soon, and you might want to.
Yeah. If you order it quick enough, you might get it in the same package.
I've been corrected by Totally Scale Model. He says, Fox, it's not got mascarpone in it. It's made with cream cheese. Mascarpone is for tiramisu. I stand corrected. So cream cheese is even more cheese than mascarpone.
It's
There you
cream
go.
as well.
Yeah, it's cheese. There's an important word there.
No. It's more creamy.
You're more creamy. Wait, that's not an insult. God damn it.
Yeah, at least it's not a sponge cake.
Michael Jackman says, when the stickers and the mugs are given out later on, we'll be able to see who wins. Yes, because the chat's there. No more arguments.
Dave Cardboard says, because it looked like a wheel of cheese, I'll stick up for you, Chris.
Because it looks like a wheel of cheese.
Don't know how that's sticking up for me, but thank you.
Jamie Bone has just finished off a pack of custard donuts.
Frogspawn says, mice don't eat cheese. That's a myth.
But you know what does eat cheese? Hedgehogs like cheese.
That was that. Right, that
I
was
think we're
that.
caught up now, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're down at the bottom. Yeah, finish it.
Yeah. Mark Scope says, cheese and onion cheesecake. That's a quiche, isn't it? We don't discuss quiches on this channel.
Is that the one that's quickie?
Yeah, we don't discuss quiche. Real people don't eat quiche.
Yeah.
None of us wear
Now,
sandals or
do you
hug
eat
trees.
Is quiche eaten hot or is it eaten cold?
It's not eaten, Ted. It's thrown away and replaced by actual food.
It's just like cold pizza, isn't it? Really?
It's just minging.
No.
Unless you wear sandals and you
but
hug trees.
quiche might be very 80s with fondue and things like
Black Forest Gatto.
that. Yeah,
Steak Diane.
Yeah. Prawn cocktail.
Oh, I used to like prawn cocktail. When I was a kid, it was the best thing ever.
I don't like prawn cocktail, but prawn cocktail crisps I like.
Yeah, blue nun wine.
Now,
Yes,
you could order prawn cocktail from the restaurant, and you want to know, how stingy they were. Whether they loaded the bottom with lettuce and about 4 prawns on the top.
Do you know there was a company that up until the late 80s, they would have made those little glasses that were kind of like a flower like that prawn cocktail always came in, but that had no other purpose ever. So
Well,
did they just go out of business when people stopped having prawn cocktails? They just stopped making those little sort of glasses.
I
Or
think
did they
probably-
stop making them, and that's why prawn cocktails stopped being made?
Could be.
Mm,
Could be.
yeah. Now fondue is fondue. Would you have a cheese fondue or a meat fondue? Would you have boiling fat?
Chocolate,
Yes.
chocolate fondue.
Chocolate
Meat.
fondue. I think that's a bit of a play on the 80s theme. I think that's quite a modern way of doing it.
Yeah, no, with us, because we had the little thing you put on the dining table. It's like a little pot that big with the little frame, and you get the candle tea lights underneath, and you get the oil going, and then you get your bit of beef steak, and you're like, great. I loved it. We still got loads of fondues. Long thrown away the fondue set from the 80s. But we still got the fondue
I think the fondue set must be one of those things that was bought, used once, and then just stuck on top of the cupboard in the kitchen, never used again.
Oh no! I used to love it when I was a kid. It was brilliant. I used to love it. It was like, oh, fondue, yeah, stab. Yeah, you ended up with like half a quarter of a steak, really, in reality, but it was still great fun.
Yeah, that's it. And then you had to pay a forfeit if you dropped it in the fat.
Yeah, you had to get it out with your fingers.
Yeah, but Chris is too young to remember things like this.
I vaguely remember fondue. I don't think we ever had one. I remember them being a thing, but I don't think we had one at home.
You could win a fondue set on the Generation game. And a cuddly toy.
Let's have a look. People are talking about food in the chat. Sounds like the beef eater menu from the 80s, says Mark Scopes.
Prawn ring, that's why Mum goes to Iceland.
Yeah,
moving on.
Them.
No, bread and dripping. Actually, yeah, Pete Rogers says bread and dripping.
Oh,
if anybody old enough has actually had bread and dripping, it's
yes,
really
I remember
nice.
bread and dripping. Used to go to a
Really
pub.
nice.
Yeah, there used to be a pub not too far from us. We go in, it would be full of old farmers just sitting there. They'd only have a half a pint, but they would eat bread and dripping all night. The dripping was sort of melted over the log fire, and you could go in and help yourself to bread and dripping. It was free. Yeah.
If you walked in, it's full of farmers. Was the conversation basically,
You're
like, hang on, is it pirate night or farmer night? I'm not sure.
It's very similar. It's hard to tell the difference.
Talking about tups and rams and going to shows.
I tell you, okay, if you're really old though, bread and lard.
Yeah.
When I was a little tiny kid in the 70s, you know, like a lard
just
sandwich.
A cheap way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah. It was,
Monkey says, you just reminded me. I have a toasted sandwich maker in one of the cupboards in the kitchen.
I bet that's never been used.
Next week, everybody will be having toasted sandwiches.
Wait, Lord Berkeley III wins the internet by just simply stating Baby Sham glasses. I used to love Baby Sham. Hello, somebody's calling Ted.
Yeah, cool. Is it not an important message? No.
No, it's not. Yeah, the wife. The wife will pick it up. I thought you could turn it on.
It's only the wife.
So what are the kitchen gadgets are in the bottom of the cupboard then?
There's that one that slices the eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ever use that?
There's the apple corer that never gets used.
Okay.
We've got one thing that's been in the kitchen drawer for over 25 years is the thing for getting lids off jars, and it's like got three or four concentric rings like that in metal with little grippy teeth, and you're supposed to put it over the lid of a jar, clamp it on, and then turn it and twist it. It's never ever been used for that, but it's brilliant for tamia pots when they get seized up.
Yeah. I tell you what's in the back of one of our cupboards is a pie maker.
Pie maker?
Yeah, you're supposed to put the pie crust, the pie pastry at the bottom, put your filling in, put the top on, pull the lid down. It's a bit like I don't know, the George Foreman type grill. You put the lid down, lock it, and it's supposed to make your pies, but it never does because you lift the top up and it pulls up the top of the pie, so you just end up with stew.
That'd be a tart, wouldn't it? If it hasn't got a hot dot.
Yeah, it'd be a I don't know, an edible bowl of meat.
Yeah.
See, to me, in my brain, a pie maker is basically a thing where you just pour in all the meat and veg and some other ingredients, and you close the lid, and bang, a pie comes out. That'd be brilliant.
No, you still got to make the pie. So
no, that's nonsense.
Dave Cardboard says he's got a spiral slicer. Yeah, for impressing your friends.
TK says he's got a crock pot that he's used once. TK, if you've got a crock pot or slow cooker, you need to use it all the time because the best food, you fill it full of food and you make it 8 hours to cook, and then you can eat it for days, and it's fantastic. And do it. The house will smell brilliant. Just do it.
Foxx said his kitchen blender blew up at the weekend. Oh, the wife's got a kitchen blender, uses it quite a lot. But Anders Ericsson said he's got a bread baking machine. Yeah, they're all right, but you end up with a loaf the size of a house brick with a big hole in the bottom.
Yeah. Mama Foxx used to make bread many years ago. It smelled fantastic.
Yeah.
Simon Payne asks, do people still use a George Foreman grill? I've got one. It's a massive one, and it's even got the thing to put it on. It's a big barbecue size one. And we do occasionally wheel it out when we want to barbecue on a sunny day, because screw a proper barbecue, just turn this thing on, there you go, done. And you can bring it inside if it rains.
Okay.
That's the best bit. If it starts raining, you just take it inside and carry on.
Ostrich said he's got a teapot that's not been used in 10 years because tea is wrong.
Yeah, about that.
Just don't have the right tea.
Frogspawn has a yogurt maker.
Ooh, we used to have one of those.
Yeah, we used to have one of those. It was just a plastic pot.
Yeah, kind of. Just really.
Yeah, nothing special about it.
You just mash stuff up. Add all the ingredients that are in yogurt, and it's just a container, basically.
Frogspawn also has an American pancake maker.
It's just like a normal pancake maker, but like 4 times as thick.
Yeah.
Cynical Steve said he uses his George Foreman for breakfast at the weekend. The George Foreman grills are quite good if you're out camping in the caravan or anything like that. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, they're kind of handy anyway, because I know they're kind of stupid, but you see the stuff that comes out of your sausages and your burgers, like when you do a George, all the stuff that pours out. If they're not great quality, because we used to get some burgers and sausages that our local butcher used to make for us, and they were like, you put them in the grill and nothing comes out. They'd be really nice. You get the kind of normal stuff and all the crud coming out. I'd rather that just not go back up into the burger on the grill.
I was just saying Monkey's comment. He says I was cheap. He bought the George Formby grill, but his burgers turned out nice again.
I see what he did there.
Oh dear.
There was Tony would know this, but I can't remember what the joke is now. But there's some joke about having a egg toasty with like egg, bacon, and sausage, and it's a full English breakfast toasty called the George Formby. And it's called because you go like that.
The banjo.
All the stuff falling out.
Big banjo. Right.
Yeah, I think we caught up with everybody's kitchen utensils.
There's
Utensils.
always something in the bottom of the cupboard. But yeah, between now and next week, go and dig it out and resurrect it and see what you can make with whatever gadget you've got.
Make sure
you guys are. While you guys are talking, I'm going to try something cunning. It could break everything, but it might not. Let's just wait and see.
He found a George Formby grill abandoned a while ago. It was leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street.
See what we did there.
Sid's been having some medication issues today. He seems to be, not being humorous.
No, that didn't work. I'm trying some things. It's all gone wrong. People are going, what's going on?
It's not going to work properly.
Well, in a moment, it will be what's in store time. But can we do it?
Yeah, we can do what's in store. It's fine. It's my what's in store, and because it's my birthday, I'm doing a particularly difficult one. So
I couldn't get it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get it.
Fox never gets it, so I'm sure
I did only give it the most cursory of glances, but
I have confidence in you, the viewer, to work your way into my psyche and come up with the. I'm going to be quite free and open with the correct answer. So anything that's vaguely close, I'll let you have. But it's got to be close answer.
What he's saying is he's fairly confident that you're all smarter than I am, which is highly likely.
It's very, very likely.
Well, I couldn't get it either.
Should we do that now? Fox can do your whole really thingy.
Yeah.
Now,
then,
Now, what we're going to do this week is try where we used to share our screens individually.
Share the screen, Ted. You missed that bit.
No, you missed the whole conversation, Ted.
You missed that meeting.
The new way we're going to do it would break my PC a bit, so we're going to do it the other way.
We did try that, but it didn't work. So no.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just sit here and look intelligent.
As long as
right. Well, we're gonna do it now. Now, as always, don't forget there's going to be a theme, like Chris says. So when he's finished doing his showing all the stuff, we want the first person in chat to get the theme. I'll start again. Let's try that. I guess because I'm the wrong way around. It's all gone wrong. The first person to correctly get the theme in chat, which is here, will win themselves a very large and not printed the wrong way around eModel sticker. This is printed. This is the wrong way around.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually like that, but you can't see that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So yes. So if you want to win, now remember, don't answer before Chris has shown all his stuff. When he's finished showing all the bits, he'll say, "What's the theme? Go." If you answer before that, we'll totally ignore your answer. But to make sure there's no lag between the video and the chat at this point, what you need to do is hit the refresh button I don't know which way around this is going to go now because I'm the other way around. Hit the refresh button and drag the slider to refresh to get the stream up to date. So refresh.
And drag.
Yeah, that looked backwards to me, so that's probably right.
Yeah, I think I can see it over there. It's the right way. Yeah, so refresh. Hit the refresh button on your browser and drag it across, and you'll be up to date. And then remember, don't answer till Chris has come back to you and said, "What's the theme? Go." Otherwise, we'll just ignore your answer.
Yes.
Right.
Right. If we think we might be ready now,
I'm locked on you now, Christopher.
I've done this from here before, so it might not work.
Oh,
I
God.
shall click the share screen button, and I shall see if it works. And with any luck, if I need to make that a little bit bigger and go there, how's that? Can you see that?
Yep.
We can see that.
Yep, I think people can see that.
You can see that. Good. You can see that. Right. This is the first thing. I've got 7 today, so it's lots of chances for you to get it right. This is Tamiya 100mm TS47. It's chrome yellow.
You're chrome yellow.
I'm not entirely certain why chrome yellow is a thing, but it's lovely. It's a very yellow, and it's obviously a bit chromy.
It's bright.
How bizarre!
It is for adult modelers only, I must admit. So if you're underage, then you can't use it. But sorry about that.
Yeah,
But,
you might eat it or something by accident.
Yeah, you've got to be careful using it. Rattle can, so you'll do it outside. But yeah, if you need something painted in chrome yellow, then this is going to be quite useful. Tamiya 100mm TS47. Right, next up.
Awesome.
I'm sure everyone's got it already, but
I don't know what the theme is.
Yep. Second up, we have Revol's 172nd P47M Thunderbolt. It's a plane. It's now. This is what I was saying about the 2 symbols there. Is that wingspan or is that wingspan? Which one's which?
I don't know. That looks like completely made up symbols by Revell that have no universal
meaning.
meaning.
The Revel thing of the big box. So yeah.
I don't actually know.
I would think the top one that's just a line is probably front to back.
Well, something is about 2 centimeters less or 1 centimeter less.
Plain silver or white.
I really don't know what that. I think the top one is length and the bottom one is wingspan. I know
it's
not.
got a circle in the middle. It's like the fuselage of the thing with the wings coming out, maybe. But
I don't know.
anyway,
yes,
about that size by about that size.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't forget, folks. If any of these do tickle your fancy, because I forgot to say this, if any of these do tickle your fancy, don't hang around. We don't know how many of each of these things eModels have in stock. They may have 100, they may have 1. If you put it in your basket and you wait till the end of the show, somebody else could have come along and bought it and snatched it out of your basket. It's not yours till you paid for it. So if you want to pick any of these up, Ted, what do they do?
Slap it in your basket.
Yeah, and remember,
it's not yours till you check it out.
There you go. So don't hang around while you're watching. Snap it in your basket and get it and pay it. And you're not. I'll stop now. My words are breaking.
TK does say that the top one is the wingspan. So
Okay,
the
cool.
opposite direction to the way I thought it was going to be.
So I don't know what that bottom symbol means, diameter or something.
Length rather than.
But why has it got a circle? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's Revell.
It doesn't have to make sense. Indeed.
Yes.
Right. So third up, the third one is the one that's traditionally bought by people.
Yes.
Congratulations, everybody! You've now bought yourselves a Chattanooga HC2CH 47F.
Yes.
148 from Italy.
Oh, we've got pictures for this one.
It's got lots of lovely rotors and stuff on it and things. So yes, there are pictures of the sprues.
Now 148. That's going to be pretty meaty
be
kit. That's going to be really large, isn't it?
Get 2 of them.
2 of them. 2 of them.
1 of them.
That's going to be a big kit.
Yeah, it doesn't say the size.
Yeah,
Well,
it's going to
if
be.
it does say the size, I can't see it.
It's
But
going to be at least as big as the kit comes out when you build it.
48.
Yeah, it's going to be about that big.
Yeah, I would hazard a guess 48 times smaller than the real thing. I keep trying to scroll it up, Chris, and it's not on my screen.
That's why we don't let you have the buttons, you see.
Yes.
So, yes.
Oh, there you go. Model
there-
dimensions.
34 centimeters.
Yep. Which is about 3.5 cups American.
Yeah, and 3 bushels.
Yep.
Right, that's the third. Fourth up, we have Trumpeter 135th T62 era model, 1972 Iraq modification. It's a tank. I know that because it's got a picture of a tank on it.
Yep.
It's a Russian T62 genned up for use in Iraq by the Iraqi forces.
More information from that, so there
Yes.
we go. But yeah, it's the is it ERA model or model 1972?
era. I don't know. I don't know if it means it
because that's just.
I
It
think
must be
ERA. I think yes. I'm guessing ERA is the brand.
Someone will know something, but yeah,
Yes.
it's a tank from Trumpeter.
Hmm.
So yep, there we go. No other pictures or any information about that, but it's got lots of little armory panels on the side and stuff, so it's great. It's lovely.
Michael Jackman says, "Fox, stop running across my speakers." I don't know what that means.
Don't know.
I'm not moving anywhere.
Era is something Sergeant Bone says, but I've got this cover.
Oh yeah, era is armor. It says.
Right, okay.
So it must be the manufacturer. So yes, it's a 1972 modified T-62, which is a 1962 Russian tank. I've made a T-62. It's a great looking tank.
Lovely. And next up, we have some more paint. Some Revell 14mm, a small little tiny paint. Mouse grey matte enamel.
Yeah, I didn't realise Revell did enamel paints.
It's obviously this colour, so you can shade it to make it light and dark and things. But I remember paint coming in these tins.
Yeah, that's all you could get your paint in at one time.
Yeah, that's the old.
Used to get a screwdriver to pop it off and then not get it back on properly.
Yeah, they'll never go back on after it's encrusted in paint.
Yeah, and it's guaranteed if you get the screwdriver in, it goes ping and floats off across onto Mum's kitchen table, sticky side down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now this is Revell. So is this a Humbrol paint rebadged, or is it actually a Revell? I don't know if it's either.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, I think Revell make their own range of paints, don't they?
Yeah.
I think they must just buy all the paint pots from the manufacturer.
I hadn't realised they actually did enamel paints, but then again, I don't use enamel paints very often. But
right, next, the penultimate item is a Trumpeter again, turntable display. This is 84mm by 47mm, and
this
it comes
confuses
with a dome,
I don't understand.
which is 116mm. I assume it's quite tall. It looks quite tall, and I'm assuming that the bottom bit here is the turntable.
Yeah.
And it's got a big dome over the top of it for putting things that are quite tall.
Yeah, like a single figure, like a small scale figure or something.
A tiny space rocket, or
you couldn't get your tank in there, could you?
You could if you stood it up.
If it was a very small.
I'm assuming there's no more information. No, it's just the sizes again.
Yes, I had to look at it a few times to try and figure out what I was actually looking at. It was like a black acrylic thing.
It does have a speed of 1 to 2 revs per minute.
Excellent.
So
I think revs per minute.
Yes, revolutions per minute. What it is. That's what RPM means.
Oh yeah.
You'd get bored before you could see the other side, wouldn't you?
I'm assuming it's got a switchable speed that's 1 or 2, or maybe they just made it and said, yeah, it's somewhere between 1 and 2.
Could be logarithmic. That could get confusing.
Yeah. I was going to wait and see the back of this model, but I can't be bothered, so I'll leave.
Yeah. No,
it could be a Schrodinger's revolution. It could be like it could either go fast and slow at the same time.
It's either fast or not there. And the final one tonight is Bobby Allinson's NASCAR.
Look at that. I like that.
1972 Coca-Cola Chevy.
I like that.
It's quite nice looking, isn't it?
When we were kids, we didn't have a scale extra because our parents were evil. But what we did have was an Aurora race set, which is like the American version of scale extra, smaller vehicles. And one of the vehicles that came with that was that. So when we saw that, I recognised it. So I was like, oh, I recognise that car. I just tried to scroll it up again, Chris.
No, Bobby continues the top rank in every major race track. And so
everybody was talking at the same time then. What?
Well, red and gold. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the shapes on. I mean, just you wonder why I like 70s American cars when 70s British cars were just absolute nonsense compared to like.
When I saw it, I thought of Hot Wheels. Did you ever have Hot Wheels and the Hot Wheels track?
And just think of all the fun you're going to have with all the decals.
Osric 9000 says, when Sergeant Bone says era is the armour about that tank, Osric says era equals explosive reactive armour.
Cool. That's what the little squares are then.
All the squares patched up. Yeah, because T-62 is kind of a round, curvy tank.
Right, that's all of them. I'll nip back through them all again because I'm sure you don't need me to because you're all having quite clearly. We have Tamiya's TS-47, the Revell 172nd Thunderbolt, the P-47M, Italeri's 148th Boeing Chinook, HC2 CF-47F. We have Trumpeter's 135th T-62 model 1972 Iraq modification. And Revel's Mouse Grey Matte Enamel Paint, number 47. Trumpeter's Dome, 84mm by 47mm by 116mm of the dome.
Dome.
And finally, the AMT 125th, Bobby Anderson, 1972, Coca-Cola Chevy.
That's just sexy, that is. I like that.
Cynical Steve says he doesn't have a Scooby-Doo. He
Yep.
used to think he was clever.
I shall come back, because people might have a Scooby-Doo. I'll come back and there we go. Go. Tell me what the theme of tonight is.
No, it's up to you, Chris, because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo either.
I'm sure you two know it, but you've got to keep it quiet and not tell people.
Yeah.
No Scooby-Doo either.
Sergeant Bones says he had 35 metres of Aurora track and needed 2 power supplies.
We have totally scale models. Steve is correct.
What?
There we go. Everyone's getting it. See, I knew you'd all get it.
What?
There we go.
Oh, flipping heck. Really?
Hang on, where does Mouse Grey come into it then?
Yeah.
Shall I share again? And
Go on,
come back
explain
I'm
explain to your peers.
It's all fine. You'll all get it.
Show you
It's
working.
fine. Show you workings out. Right.
Yeah.
We have, to begin with,
1972.
no, TS-47.
47. Okay, 47. Yeah.
All right.
We have this one, which actually works in two ways. It's 1/72, 72, and
yeah?
it's also the PMP-47.
Oh, yeah.
We have the Boeing Chinook, which is CH-47. We have the Trumpeter, model 1972.
It's so obvious now you say that. Number
Grey,
47.
number 47.
Oh.
Mouse Grey number 47 says Pete Rogers.
It's 47 millimeters.
Oh.
And the Ellington's is 1972.
Is
So
it my turn next week?
Yes. You know why though? It's because we've all been talking to Chris all day about it being his birthday, and we've like kind of forgotten how old it is and when he was born. But of course, everybody watching the show have found out in the course of the show, so they're instantly on their mind that he's 47 in 1972.
So has he taken every opportunity to mention it today? Then when you've been talking to him?
A couple of times, I think. He's a fair,
You could have put like a card in the background or something just to.
I could have had some flashy party lights or something.
Yeah, but you just couldn't be bothered, could you? You didn't even make the effort.
Yeah, happy 72nd birthday.
So,
Yeah.
Steve at Totally Scale Models, send your address and stuff to ted@emodels.co.uk. Tell us you're on the gallery, not the gallery, what's in store thing. So what's in store?
Yeah, don't forget, of course, the address, Ted's email address is up there all the time permanently, so you can't miss it.
eModels.co.uk.
Yes, for all your email sending needs.
Mm-hmm.
Cynical Steve says, "Never have I felt so utterly thick."
Your name will
Trust
be
me.
added to the pile.
Yes, trust me, I'm in the same boat, dude.
See? Oh, Gemma says that was so simple, Chris. See? It's too easy for people.
TK says, way too obvious.
Yeah, right. I'm going to have somebody pick them for me next week.
Don't get Chris to do it because it'll be deceptively simple, and yet I won't get it, and I'll get really grumpy. That's the thing I found with as I get older, like simple puzzles become more and more complicated because it's harder to see the simple things in front of you. Obviously,
you tend to overthink things, don't you?
Yeah. The number of times I've been like playing a video game, I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. There's a door there. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that door. Then that'll be the one.
That's why kids are much better than us at it, because they don't have everything. They don't have a head full of rubbish.
Mama Foxx says she guessed it. So I am just that rubbish, basically.
Yeah, I should never use Foxx as a grounding rod to see if I've got it hard enough. Because
yeah, don't use me as any kind of litmus test or standard bearer, because it's just not going to end well.
Max Gope says Slade was number 1 today in 1972.
Ooh. I would have done that one, but it's not a science fact.
Dave Cardboard has a question. How old do you have to be to turn on the heating in September? It's quite warm in here, but then again, we've got big lights on. So.
No, you put before you turn the heating on, you put your jumper on.
I was just
we've actually had the heating on today, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you're really old, you put your tank top on.
Oh, tank top. Oh.
Ray's going. Good night, friend. Good night, friends. He said,
good night, Ray.
So in the future there.
Dave Cardboard says, "I feel the noise." Was that the Slade hit?
Come on, feel the noise. Yeah.
Come on, feel the noise.
Yeah. Or I've got to go around in my head now.
Yeah, I've got it in my head now. It's like, gosh darn it.
Slade. Bloody old thing.
Should we do other things then?
Should we do what?
Other things. We've got stuff.
Oh,
to
yes.
do.
Oh, yeah, we're going. Should we do a mug?
We do a mug. We do a backwards mug.
The eModels email bag.
We actually have some questions this time.
I think we've got some questions in there. Want to get the right app open? I'm sure we've got some questions in there.
We've got one. If you go all the way back to Lewis's from a few days ago.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll use that one. It says from Lewis.
Remember, when we do this section, if you send Ted an email with a question and the answer that we use during the show, include your name and address, and we'll send you a sticker.
Eventually.
If we use the question. Eventually.
Yeah. There's a great surprise. It'll be a great surprise when the postman actually posts a letter through your door with a sticker in it, because we'll be surprised about sending them as well.
Yeah, you'll be like, wow, that was like 8 months ago. Hello.
You'll have forgot about it, so they come as
I used to make models.
yeah. By the time you get your sticker, you'll think, who's eModels?
Of course, you can come to eModels and pick one up in person on next Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Yeah, come along, 19th of September, next Thursday. Come along and say hello and bring food.
You could even get your sticker in a carrier bag.
No, because that's bad recycling plastic and stuff. No, bring your reusable bag. We'll put a sticker in it.
Yeah, bring your own eModels bag with you.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got one, they are available in store.
Yeah. If with every purchase of a Dora, you get a free plastic bag.
It won't fit in the bag, but you get back.
No, we'll staple a load of different bags together to go around the Dora.
There are some big eModels bags.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Here we go for the. Are we doing a mug question?
Yes, do a mug question. Remember, same as with the other one.
We'll do a mug question from Lewis Hamilton. There's a question's been sent in, and he says, with the soon-to-be-released model of the Ghostbusters hearse from Eagle Moss. Did I say that right?
Eagle Moss. Yeah.
The Ghostbusters hearse from Eagle Moss. What was the license plate number on the Ghostbusters hearse from the 1984 movie? Go.
First answer gets it right, gets a mug.
Chris would be 12 by then, wouldn't he?
Because he was born in 1972 on this day, so he's 47 right now. David Foxx is the first right answer.
Yeah, Dave Foxx says Ecto 1.
Yep, Ecto 1, spot on, David. Well done. You've won a mug. Now, we don't send these out. The guys at eModels send these, so you will get this within 16 years.
Probably a good chance you'll get a mug.
Yeah. And just send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk and just say, you put in the title that you've won a mug, and then we'll forward that on to the eModels guys, and they'll get it sent out to you within a couple of years. Obviously, within a couple of days. We tend to send out stickers once every 18 months. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk and just say you've won the mug. Well done. Name and address, obviously, in the email.
Yeah, I was just looking at a post there from Natalie Williamson, who sent us some pictures of where she's put her eModel stickers. So yeah, very nice. That's what I've done with mine. Right, Where would you go now?
What's next? Stickers we've got.
Sticker pack.
Okay, we've got another question.
Yep, go on.
This is, I'll look it on me so people can see, because it doesn't do it automatically, because god damn it, Google. So for some stickers that are the right way around.
You can see the little picture of me. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Chris has got them right way around. We'll get some stickers printed off that are reversed so it looks normal just for me. And my white balance is well off. Yes, we have some stickers to give away. Same again, we're going to ask you a question. This is a question from Simon Payne. So thank you very much, Simon. He says, Simon Payne, the guy who is delivering cakes on the 19th when we go to eModels. So yes. So he didn't put his name and address in there, but remind us on the day, Simon, and we'll give you a sticker.
Yeah, we can collect your sticker next week.
Yes. So he says, hey Ted. He's not speaking to me and Chris, obviously.
No, that's fine, I understand.
Fine.
Yep.
Fine.
Yeah, I will have signed photographs available for a week on Thursday.
I don't mind if he ignores me in the emails, as long as he doesn't ignore me in the cake.
Yeah, the cake was important. Coffee cake for me. That was the one. So he says, hey Ted, brackets and the other guys. I have a question you can use. It's a horsey question. Fastest Google wins. Frisian horses. To be a true Frisian horse, the horse has to be one colour. What is the colour? Glow. Glow? Go, even. What colour does a Frisian horse have to be to actually be a Frisian horse?
Mr. Ed says
I better scroll the...
horse.
Let's have a look. Yeah. White, brown, 4 legs. I'll give it to Frogspawn, even though he makes up a colour name.
Yeah,
because there isn't a...
I think in the panic of typing,
he's like, ah!
Yeah.
He's like, I know that one. Yes, Frogspawn types black, but we'll assume he types black. So Frogspawn, yes, the answer is black. He says.
I was just checking that the B is next to the V. So.
Yes. He says the colour is totally black from head to hoof. There are currently more than 45,000 Friesians registered worldwide in the Dutch Friese Paarden Stamboek. Apparently 8,000 of these horses are in North America. The only colour as a studbook registered Friesian comes in is black. However, this may range from very dark brown or black bay to true black. So there you go. So well done, Frogspawn. Send an email, ted@emodels.co.uk, and just put in the title that you won the double sticker set, and we'll get those sent out to you eventually.
So you can get them in any colour you like, as long as it's black.
Yeah. Now, do keep in mind that when it's either me or Ted that send the stickers out, usually Ted, and we only get to the post office once in a blue moon, so it can take months and months and months to get your stickers because we're rubbish, but you will get them.
Yeah, I go in there. What they do, they save my pension up for me, and I go in and collect it on a lump sum, so I can afford to buy the stamps then.
You're a lump sum.
I feel
right,
like
I'm gonna just before you
stuck in my head.
I'm going to refresh the stream very quickly because you guys are looking terrible. So give me 1 second. It's probably my end. Everybody close your eyes. Nobody look at what happens now.
Lagging a little bit.
Oh, no.
There we go.
I just think he's just being cruel saying we're looking terrible. I think
There we go. No, you're back to normal. It's me at my end. I have to refresh it when you guys go all pixelated.
you look terrible.
I look terrible anyway. I'm the wrong way around and everything. I tell you, I've not sweated this much doing a show since like the early days of doing this show. I'm having to manage 13 different things.
Do you think it might not be the way forward then?
I'm thinking it might be the way forward. It's just a pain in the bum.
I've just got another tune going through my head with Mark Scopes saying Follyfoot.
I don't know.
Follyfoot.
Follyfoot.
No, I don't. No, you see, when I was a kid, I didn't watch horsey stuff. That was for the girls.
I didn't watch
when I was a kid.
I don't think you had to watch it to get the theme tune going through your head. I never watched it.
It's not in there. It's not in there. I'm immune, clearly.
I think Follyfoot was like a girly type thing. You know, you girlies watched it while we were playing with our action men.
Having said that, I did used to watch Heidi, so make of that what you will. I don't know why. I've got that theme tune in my head now.
Yeah, Michael Jackson said the lightning tree.
Yeah. Wasn't the one called the ringing, singing something tree as well?
There was
it's a German series, I think, that was dubbed over.
White horses.
I don't remember any of these. Did I mention that I'm 47 today?
Your birthday today, is it?
Yeah.
I
think it used to be like morning TV, didn't it? Robinson Crusoe, White Horses.
Wait, how old are you, Ted? Because I don't know any of these things.
Robinson Crusoe, but that's yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was French. It was dubbed.
No, I still don't remember them.
A man says White Horses on a Saturday. It was dubbed rubbish. Yeah, it was.
Wow, you guys are showing your age now, Ted.
It was in black and white as well.
Oh, wow.
When the whole world was in black and white. Right, we should be moving on, and shall we do the final thing? We've got a really good prize now. We did have a prize from before, but we've got a better one.
Have we got a better one or two?
I've got, it could create confusion. We could save the original one till next week.
I don't know. Are we supposed to? I don't know. I didn't see what command we had from on high.
You can make the call.
Right. Should I show you what we got then?
Go on, Ted. Yeah, you certainly can. If you can remember how.
You've got to find it in the corner.
Yep.
Right.
I shall lock it on you, Ted Wardicus.
Right. Where is it? Where's it at?
Top right corner, 3 dots.
Top right corner. Right. Share the screen. Share the entire screen.
Nothing secret there, Ted. No.
Right, here we go. I'll get rid of that one a minute.
Oh, that's gone wrong. No. There we go.
There we go. We've got that.
Ooh.
Brand new. It's new into eModels this week.
Limited edition as well.
And it's a limited edition 1/48 scale. Massive.
Ooh, that's going to be big, that.
But now I've got the Chattanooga Choo Choo song going in my head.
Limited edition kit. Now, I think it's a Mustang. You guys out there will probably know better than I do because I don't know anything at all about aircraft.
It flies in the air like...
and it's from Edouard.
Yep. Now, Edouard are well known for their very, very, very good quality aircraft kits. Have we got any photo etch in the little pictures underneath there, Ted?
Look at the pictures. There's
a little whirl through the gallery.
I
love how they do the clear things on the round sprues. I quite like that.
Yeah. Look at the detail.
Oh, look at that little recess rivet detail. That's gorgeous.
All the detail.
So 148 is going to be big. Edouard are known.
This kit is available for you to win or for you to buy. So if you want one, slap it in your basket.
Apparently, I've gone to the left speaker, but that's nothing to do with me. I don't know why that would be the case.
Something happening when you're changing the screen focus or something.
I don't know. Am I in the middle now? I'm back to Ted. I don't know.
Yep, there's bags and bags of detail in this. As we said, Edouard are known for their high quality kits and detail within them. So obviously they specialise in aircraft and aftermarket parts for them as well. So we can go on and on and on. You can go and have a look at this. If you can't see it through the screen sharing, you can go and have a look. It's kit number 11134.
Look at that. It's even got rivet detail on the canopy, on the clear canopy part as well.
Fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, there is some photo etch there.
Is that pre-coloured photo etch?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Wow.
That way, yeah. That saves a lot of air.
Cockpit details, seat belts, flight controls, everything, a load of stuff in there.
Wow, and that's 31 quid. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's a cracking kit there for 31 quid. Pete was on before. He was on Skype to me and saying we can give one of these away. So if I can find
awesome.
Yeah, if I can find, go back to the start, which I probably can't. No, I don't. I'm lost. Yeah. But however, yeah, we can win that. What we're going to do though, it's not. We're not going to give it away tonight. We're going to give you a chance of people that don't get into the chat, chance to win it. All you have to do is at the end of this show, when the stream's finished, is do a comment on the video. All right, I'll stop sharing. Hopefully it will come back. Right, am I back?
You're back?
Yeah, back now.
Right, good.
Yeah, so when the show is finished, give it 5 or 10 minutes. It'll just become a normal video on the eModels YouTube channel. So find tonight's show. I've put my other earphone in, it's weird now. Find tonight's show and just put a comment on as a normal YouTube comment. But what do you want them to put, Ted?
Choo Choo, Chattanooga Choo Choo. Let's have a train themed. Although it's an aircraft, let's have a train themed joke.
Yeah, train theme joke or amusing fact. Keep it family friendly because we have to show them on the stream next week. Some of them, so keep it family friendly. But yeah, put a amusing joke. Train. Well, obviously jokes are amusing. I'm talking rubbish now.
Railway transport. Yeah, just put an amusing joke. Anything will do. Yeah.
Or an amusing fact or train fact or something to do with trains. And we'll pick a random comment next week, and that person will win that kit. How cool is that? That's amazing. That's amazing for like 30 odd quid, and it's got all that stuff and the details, and it's 1/48 scale.
Yeah. It's worth buying one, even if you win it. It's worth having two because there's lots of colour variations you can do them in.
Yeah, nice one, Governor Pete.
Yeah, well done, Pete. Thank you very much.
Yes.
TK does say that Edouard do have the coloured photo etch, but it can ping off when you bend the photo etch depending on the angle. So it's obviously a paint over the top of the PE, so be careful when you're manipulating it.
He says you do need to be really careful bending that stuff. If worse comes to worse, though, you just prime over it and repaint it.
Yep.
Because that's what we're used to, is not painted photo etch. So it doesn't matter if your paint gets knackered, you can repaint it.
Right, we've got to about the end of the show then. I'm sure we'll discuss that other prize, and we might give that away next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just to remind everybody, because we are testing this out tonight, it's been a bit of a shambles because I've been trying to figure out which buttons to press where, and it's all gone a bit to pot. But let us know what you think, because we're trying something different from the jitsy nonsense we were using for the last few weeks, which was terrible. It was just frankly terrible. It's not been brilliant tonight. But is it any better? Unfortunately, we've got very limited options nowadays to do this kind of show. Google used to do it all for you in YouTube, but now, unfortunately, to actually get what you used to be able to get, you need like thousands of pounds worth of kit and a young lad to press all the buttons. So we have to sort of figure out ways to get almost like that. So we've got some other ideas as well. But let us know, give us feedback, what you think about this, how it looked. I know I'm the wrong way around, but forget that. How it looked, was the sound alright? Did it look alright? Apart from when I had to refresh it. Give us some feedback and let us know what you think. I only spent 2 days doing all the overlays and the pre-rolls and the titles.
So
at the end.
don't let that influence your decision.
Don't let that. Don't let that colour your outcome. Let us know what you think.
By the time Foxx and Chris, I must admit, it's down to Foxx and Chris. I don't really have much input to it because I'm just useless at technical stuff. By the time that Foxx and Chris have sorted it all out, though, that Google will have come up with something else.
Yeah.
So they'll release a new Hangout, but.
Hopefully. But there are very limited options. So, like I said, unless we buy a lot of video editing kit, but then we're all in 3 different places. So our limited options are what we have to work on. So let us know what you think. Let us know. It's not brilliant. It's not the best in the world. Not as good as the old Hangouts, but at least you can see the chat. Oh, look at me. See the chat there. I've got my light in the wrong place. It's well overexposed.
No, you can see the chat, so it's good job you told me. Otherwise, I'd have been talking about everybody.
Oh no, I don't mean our chat.
Yeah, that chat.
I don't mean our chat, Ted.
No, yeah.
I mean the actual chat, the YouTube chat that people can see.
You watch the video back later, Ted, and you see.
Yeah, you'll see what we mean. But yes, so let us know what you think. Let us know. We're going to try maybe something else in a week or two, another different option.
Yeah.
And then we'll see let us know what you think. But hopefully it wasn't so bad tonight.
Yeah. Well, people are saying I look good anyway. So
Yeah.
You always look good, Ted.
Even though a little bit blurry, but I'm fine.
I think what we're gonna have to do is get Pete Mate to make a load of not only t-shirts like yours t-shirts. Just so people know you can't get these t-shirts from eModels. These are our own t-shirts we have made. I think we're gonna have to get Pete to make some reversed t-shirts just because people want to get the reversed t-shirts.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to reverse everything around in the room.
Sergeant Bones says Zoff Doog School, which looks good, Fox. That's the William says, other than Fox being mirrored, I really like the new layout. The only pain for me is I have to have the chat over there, which is a pain because I've got to look over there and then read out. So, and I've got to press the button, so I'm talking, but I don't mind that so much.
Mark Scope says sound and picture much better quality than last week.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be going back to how it was last week, but we're doing other things as time goes by.
I mean, the quality does drop every now and then, but if I just refresh, it means you get to see the little pop-up screen, but it's not the end of the world. It doesn't really matter. Someone buy Jackaman. Someone says, Sergeant Mo says, someone buy Michael Jackaman a caps lock key, please. I don't understand.
Michael Jackaman's just been typing in capitals a lot.
Oh, okay.
But, not all the time, so I'm sure it does work. But
Cynical Steve says, it's been good, Fox, not as laggy as some you've tried, and no karate movie sound issues. I've got to be honest, what you don't realise is there's like 13 different sound sources, and I've actually had to I can't even explain it to you how it works, but there's the sound from my microphone, there's the sound from these guys in the Hangout, there's the sound from the pre-recorded video, and I've had to delay my microphone by about 250 milliseconds so it looks almost in sync with me talking. Because if I didn't, it'd be like, hello, and welcome to the show. It'd be weird. So I've spent 2 days setting this up. It's been a right pain in the bum. Google.
Richard Drave says, hello from Holland.
Hello, Richard.
We're finishing now.
I'm afraid you've just come right in at the end, but do go back and watch. The show will be archived in a few minutes.
Sorry, Richard, it's nothing against you, but we are just about to leave.
Yes. But yes, give it 5 minutes. You can watch the whole show back as an archive. It'll be there. But thank you. Maybe see you next week. We start at 9 p.m. BST.
Yeah. So thank you very much. And we'll see you all. Yeah, we will see you all next week. So
yes.
Good night from us all, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Switch it off.
Okay. Right. Bye. I've turned the volume down.